is my special occasion speech, a tribute to the late Philip Seymour Hoffman. 63 films, 4 Academy Award nominations, with a Best Actor win for the 2005 movie Capote, 2 decades worth of New York theater, and a laundry list of other accomplishments and accolades. Philip Seymour Hoffman will be remembered as an artist and an inspiration. When it came to portraying flawed and fascinating characters on screen, Mr. Hoffman was the master. With 63 films out there, I'm sure all of us have seen 1 or 2. I can distinctly remember not liking Philip Seymour Hoffman. The first movie I really remember with him was Doubt, in which he portrayed Father Braden, a member of the priesthood who was suspected of having a perverse relationship with a Catholic school student. My initial reaction to Doubt was sickening. The thought of such corruption. Hoffman's character made me weary of those in a position of authority. Still today, the movie remains fresh in my mind. It wasn't until a friend pointed out how much the film bothered me that I saw how good he really was. Hoffman made me believe he was this character. It wasn't him I didn't like, it was the character. Hoffman wasn't afraid to play such a vile, disgusting role. He wanted you to believe it was happening. His was a career that danced along an enormous spectrum of talent and style. He had a way of vanishing into any role and reappearing magnificently into the soul of the character. The void that has been created by his recent and unexpected death is one that will most likely be left unfilled. From Boogie Nights and The Big Lebowski to Mission Impossible 3 and his most recent role in The Hunger Games, Hoffman's ability to steal the show has never been lacking. Among the mainstream folks who remember his flawless exhibited antics in Along Came Polly and the sophisticated dexterity displayed in Moneyball, he will be regarded as an incredible asset to the films in which he simply fits above the category of secondary character. Of the respectable list of films he's been a part of, only in a handful will you find his name attached to the leading role, and yet he always remains significant. Philip Seymour Hoffman's greatest characteristic was that he didn't fit a stereotype. Many actors can play one role. They may play this role very well, but it showcases limits to their talent. Philip Seymour Hoffman was a true chameleon. His legacy is not only one of excellence, but one of contrast, exciting, and fearless performing. In a Time Entertainment article, Aaron Sorkin, an Academy Award-winning writer, shared an encounter he had with Hoffman on the set of Charlie Wilson's War. Sorkin spoke of how the two were recovering addicts and would share insane stories of the past during filming breaks. He specifically recounts Hoffman saying, "If one of us dies of an overdose, probably 10 people who were about to won't." He meant that their deaths would make headlines and maybe, hopefully, scare someone clean. It should be known that Phil Hoffman did not die from an overdose of heroin. He died from heroin. We need to quit implying that if he had just used the right amount, then everything would be fine and that he would still be here. Please join me in watching this brief but touching tribute to the late Philip Seymour Hoffman.
I have it in me to be a great doctor. In order to do that, I have to sacrifice someone to be better. And I do. What scares you so much about traveling into the past? Are you afraid that we basic requirements of what you do. How do you go about it? What's your method? How do you do it? How do I go about acting? So you're asking
Yeah.
how I go about acting. Hopefully someone's watching something that I'm doing that I create. People for a time believe something's actually happening in front of them. You know, that's when it's you can go to the theater and you're in a room with a bunch of other people and what's happening in front of you is not happening, but you actually believe it is. If I can do that,
The death of Philip Seymour Hoffman will remain on the forefront of people's minds as the post-production
feeling
of
better
his
about
final
something.
movie roles unveil. unveil themselves over the next year. And as we anticipate the probable acknowledgments and homages from the community and industry of which he was vigorously a part of, as memories of him come full circle, we will always be reminded and encouraged by the perpetual essence that he has left to remain among the world of entertainment and art. I'll leave you with this. If we are not helping him, it is we who have failed him. This is a quote from the charismatic cult leader, Lancaster Dodd, played by Hoffman in The Master.